Hello and welcome everyone to Oil Asset of the Day for the 17th of December, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as we head into a new week here, what do you need to know? It's been very interesting, the resolution that we've seen between the US and China in the latest week with regard to the trade tariffs. And this, of course, provided some positive sentiment, not only to oil, but also to the stock markets, breaking out again to all-time highs at the beginning of this week. What I find very interesting with oil right now is even with all of this positive sentiment, we're really not continuing to see follow through on the breakouts. We've seen in the latest week several attempts for oil to break out, but we do definitely keep seeing resistance come into oil back towards the upper end of the channels, the projected ranges that we've been discussing week to week here. Now, what I believe will be key over the course of this week will be, of course, the oil inventories data. Last week, we did see another oversupply in the market, which very quickly saw oil sell off, but found support at $58 per barrel. On Tuesday, we have the API data. Wednesday, the oil inventories as well. And we're also waiting for this looming news about the potential for an impeachment of Donald Trump. Now, the expectation would be if this does go ahead, this would very quickly cause a knee-jerk reaction in the stock markets and would also have some correlation with oil dragging it lower, essentially with the oil companies which are comprising into the major indexes such as the S&P and the Dow Jones. There would be some knock-on effect if we suddenly were to see a knee-jerk sell-off on the stock markets off some breaking news about Donald Trump getting impeached. I would expect that to have a negative impact on oil prices. So that's just something to bear in mind in the background as well at the moment. With oil right now, I am looking for the potential again to find resistance approximately between 60 to 61 US dollars per barrel. It's possible that we could slightly overshoot those levels, but ultimately I'm looking for range bound trade and rotation back towards the 58 to 57 US dollar per barrel zone. Now, it will be interesting to see whether we do see a shakeout a little bit later in the week. At the moment, the momentum at the start of the week has been more positive for oil. We've also seen hedge funds and money managers, they have built their net long positions further in the latest week. But there was a report again from the Energy Agency on Monday which highlighted the oversupply currently coming from America, the shale industry, which is going to have a big impact on oil going into 2020. So you have a balance here between OPEC, which are looking to cut further outputs into the beginning of next year, but you still have oversupply coming from the US at the moment. So currently oil is struggling to break out and follow through. If you go back to previous years, for example, on an OPEC announcement for output cuts, you would expect oil to break out significantly and continue to follow through. But at the moment, we're just churning sideways. Oil cannot sustain these rallies, and at the same time as it's selling off, it is getting well supported around the 58 level. So the best way, in my opinion, to trade this right now is going to be range bound trade. So opportunities to buy in around that 57 to 58 US dollar per barrel handle, and then opportunities to sell between approximately 60 to 61 US dollars for oil at the moment. So really, in summary, the best way that we see to trade oil right now is staying very nimble. Take advantage of this range bound price action in the moment. We can see very clearly buying evidence that keeps coming in around the 58 US dollar per barrel handle, and again resistance which is coming in between 60 to 61 dollars. So there are great opportunities just to trade intraday between those levels at the moment. And of course, keep an eye on all of the news items that I've just mentioned during today's report. So with that, that's been Oil Asset of the Day. And of course, I wish you good trading.